Hi, I'm Karlie, and I'm here to talk about Warhammer and the armies that I chose. Some of my painting. About 3, maybe 4 years ago now, he really wanted to play Warhammer, and I told him, well, get the models and I'll start painting them up for you. I collect Sororitas, Ynnari, and I also have a Pathfinders. They're my own unique Space Marines. I also used to play as Thousand Suns, and I'm just getting into Night Lords.
If you could pick a favorite, which one is it?
Probably Ynnari.
Why?
Because they're very elegant, but at the same time, they'll rip your face off. I really like how they can just move all over the board. They're just, I don't know, like wizards. I picked them because I could be the most creative with Ynnari, because they're from all different craft worlds, so you can really make them look like whatever you want. You don't have to stick to a certain color scheme or anything like that. Well, I've always been drawn to elves. My favorite aspect of the hobby, honestly, would have to be bringing the models to life and making the battlefield look like it was actually a world once.
So just playing the game is the hardest part?
Playing the game. The math part. I always have to ask my husband for, like, what am I rolling? Starting to get better, but it's taken me a while. Like, I like to bring them to life. I like to make them look like they were really real. I won a lot, actually. My husband and I, we play a decent amount, and I don't know. Whenever I used to play as the Sororitas in like 8th and 9th edition, I won a lot. 10th edition here, Sororitas, they don't win a lot. But Ynnari wins a lot. Probably when we were playing with Xavier and Ezric, and
nephews,
yeah, and Zab ended up teaming up with me, and I was Ynnari, he was Astra Militarum, and then Ezric was Custodes. I told them, like, hey, come team up with me because, you know, Necrons are coming in. Like, we're playing a narrative game. My husband, you know, laid it all out and said, like, in turn 3, Necrons are gonna come in and, you know, pretty much wipe us all out. I told the boys, I was like, hey, if you team up with me, we could beat them. Like, we have the numbers if we all team up to beat them. But Ezric did not want to, you know, the Custodes and him just did not want to. And Xavier, he decided to team up with me, so Ezric actually turned on Zav and started killing him and not even worrying about the Necrons or me, just going straight after Xavier, and it was honestly probably one of the funnest games. Other than that, I'd have to say recently we did a 4-way game and we all just got slaughtered. Literally though, we all got slaughtered, not just us slaughtering each other. We all got slaughtered.
What did you feel when the Space Marines were introduced to you? How did they appeal to you?
I liked them. I liked the look of them. But I was kind of like, I don't really vibe with a lot of the morals.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm kind of like, I like to be the all-around good guy and accept everyone, but a lot of them did not do that.
Were there any that you were kind of drawn to?
Salamanders.
Why?
Because of how good and nice they are and how human they still were. But the fact that they wanted to just burn all the elves because of what happened on their homeworld there, I was kind of like, I can't get past that. So I'm learning how to do nails actually, and I like to paint models as well. So I'm kind of combining the two into a little business, I guess you can call it, and trying to do commission painting. I've painted Astra Militarum, recently working on Krieg. I've painted Blood Angels, Sororitas, Eldar, Ynnari, Slaanesh. I've even just done some that aren't even part of an army. Slaanesh is a lot of fun because I really like doing skin tones and playing with the shades and trying to make it look smooth and all of that. It's a challenge, and that's why I find it fun. Other than that, I'd have to say Ynnari are quite fun, or like the Eldar even, just because they're very bright. Lore-wise, I'd have to say it's probably Green, because she's also a beast on the table, and then when she has the Vizarg with her, oh, they're unstoppable. Like the last game that we had, they were literally the last two standing in my army. Mm-hmm. That was the 4-way game.
Yeah. And how about tabletop gameplay-wise?
Tabletop gameplay-wise, Mormon Ball. She is a beast, literally. Like, nobody can kill her, and at the same time, she can kill everybody. It does not matter what is going up against her, she will slice you down. Oh yeah, with the rerolls, she doesn't, like, nobody stands a chance against her. Night Lords, their armor is beautiful, and I like how, like, they're kind of, yeah, they're considered evil, but if you look back in their lore, like, they're not all bad people. Like, yeah, they're all criminals, but they're not, like, bad. They treat their slaves good and all that. They're not psychotic.
Yes,
only to their enemy.
They're very psychotic.
Only to who they're trying to get gone. But, like, they don't go and just slaughter a whole entire world or anything like that. They just pick the few important people, and they're like, okay, this is all we have to do. This is all we have to kill. They're quite savage to them, not gonna lie. The ones that they want dead, they're not nice to. But everyone else, they're like, yeah, just live your own life. And then, like, even that one that we just watched last night about the dreadnought that was protecting the only woman left in a big cave system. Like, they can be good, and that's kind of why I like them, because they're the only chaos army that isn't classified as like chaos. Honestly,
you have no idea what you're talking about.
Other than Alpha Legion, it's the only ones that are not really classed as chaos.
No, that's why they're called renegades.
Yeah. I'm also working on my Pathfinders, which is they're my own creative Space Marines. Because I wanted something that was like the Salamanders, but I wanted them to be better. Moral-wise. I wanted them to be, and everyone, no matter what race you are, whether you're an alien, whether you're human, doesn't matter. If you're innocent, you're getting saved. For lore-wise, my husband actually wrote up all the lore, and he made them like almost like these medieval kind of knights in a way. Well, I gave him the inspiration, but he wrote up the whole story, and I can't tell it as well as he did. They're pretty much just these mercenaries that are just all around good medieval knights. They want to save everyone. They want to help everyone. They don't follow what the emperor believes. They don't think that the emperor should be in charge, exactly. But they're also still good people. They still don't want everyone to fall to chaos. They don't want everyone to get mutilated. So they're trying to do best of both worlds. Trying to be human. I highly suggest listening to Voldemort. He's quite good. And then also my husband does, if you're not sure about what army to choose, my husband has these videos that you get to figure out what kind of army would suit you best. He has like 5 videos, I think, on it. I don't know, I think I started quite good. I tried to build, but I wasn't very good at the building, so I passed that off to my husband. And then I started to do the painting, and that went really easily for me. Like, it's what basically got me into the hobby. If we wanted all painted models, then yeah, we'd have to start one box at a time. Don't rush into it. You don't want a big pile of shame. It's not exactly a good feeling. But at the same time, if you're one of those people that just can't decide what you want to paint and you have a bunch of gray models, it's kind of easier in that sense too. Because then you have all this option, you don't have to paint the same thing every day. So I guess it all depends on what you like. I like to paint different things all the time, so I think having that pile of shame is kind of a good thing for me because then I get to decide, okay, like today I want to paint a Space Marine. Tomorrow I want to paint something pink. So I'll paint Slanesh. The next day maybe I want to paint something that's completely different than all of that. Definitely the Rula cool. And then look into their lore. Which army do you think looks the coolest? And then get into what, like, start learning about what they actually are about. Because then once you learn about what they're about, that'll really define whether you like that army or not. But you always want to like how they look, no matter what. If you don't like how they look, then you probably won't want to paint them.
So tell us where we can find your new service and what it's called.
So I have a Facebook page. It's called Nail and Bolter. I also have an Instagram. I don't have many photos of my models up on Instagram yet, but I'm working on that. Facebook page is starting to get some photos of the models up there. Just recently started it, so it's just starting to even get pictures on there. My husband has this 40k fam YouTube channel. You guys should like and subscribe. He does some pretty good videos about Warhammer and all that. If you want to learn about any of the lore, he's good to go to, and he'll answer any question. He always answers the comments, so go like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video and it inspires you not to be afraid to get started, even if you want to get creative and make your own army.